What's up, people? How's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I got a little bit of a calm video. I got more of a chill video. As you can see, I'm lounging. You know, I got myself a ginger beer, okay? That's not alcoholic. It's just a little treat. Just a little treat. You know, I'm gonna keep my palate nice and wet, and we're gonna stay nice and cool and calm for this video. So, as we all know, Spotify Wrapped has come out recently. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's posting them on their stories. Everyone's posting on their stories how much they don't care about how everyone's posting it on their stories. It's a fun time. It's a time where you get to share your music tastes and you get to feel special for a day, So I wanted to feel even more special, and I wanted to react to my own Spotify Wrapped. I know, I'm such a narcissist, but, maybe if you guys sent me your Spotify Wrapped, maybe I'll react to yours. How does that sound? I'll roast myself, and then I'll roast you guys. So yeah, if you want to send in your Spotify Wrapped, send them to my Instagram. So let me find mine first, though. Let's roast me. Okay, I gotta stay lounged. I gotta stay relaxed. I'm relaxed for this video. Okay, so Spotify Wrapped. Let's open it up. If 2021 was a movie, I was the main character. Oh, I like that. Hell yeah, baby, I started my YouTube channel in 2021. I'm the freaking main character, dude. Let's go. And what's a movie without a soundtrack? Excellent point, Spotify. What's a movie without a soundtrack? So in 21, you did what I had to. Jesus Christ, that's kind of scary. Sounds like I killed someone. While everyone was trying to figure out what NFTs were, you had one song on repeat. Let's see what it was. Also, NFTs. NFTs, am I right, fellas? What is it? Sugar Crash? Sugar Crash? Oh no. I'm on a sugar crash, I ain't gonna fucking catch. So I played Sugar Crash 53 times. I was expecting it to be more, honestly, but still, that's bad. I'll talk about that one a little bit more once we get more into this, but wow, I'm a little bit ashamed of that. But that wasn't the only song in my rotation. Let's see. So my top songs, here we go. Number 1, Sugar Crash by Ellie Otto. Number 2 is Your Favorite Sidekick by the Underscores and 8485. Number 3 was Rap Snitch Knishes featuring Mr. Fantastic by MF Doom. Number 4, New Tank by Playboi Carti. And number 5 is Toothless by 100 Gex. So that's, in my opinion, that's a pretty good lineup, except for the top song. I'm really disappointed with myself on that one. Ooh, we're going into multi-dimensional mode. So, my top music modes are bold and focused. I would say those two things are the opposite of my personality, so maybe I choose that music to feel a little bit more bold and a little bit more focused, because I would say normally I'm feeling cowardly and unfocused. But so my audio aura is just colors shit. It's just changing colors, that's it. That's kind of lame. I always understood the assignment, except when I was in high school, man. I listened to 110 different genres this year. That's kind of a flex, I think. Let's see what my top genres were, though. The text here, I don't know if you can see it. I'll probably put it on the screen in editing, but it looks like kind of shit. It's just bold text, like really shrunk down. You can barely read it. But either way, we're looking at number 1, alternative hip hop. Sounds about right. Uh-oh. Number 2 is hyperpop. Sounds about right as well. Number 3 is Chicago rap, which I guess maybe Kanye West, Besides that, though, I'm not sure what rappers I listen to that are specifically from Chicago. Alternative metal, which absolutely I love me some metal, especially anything alternative. And then number 5 is East Coast hip hop. I'm surprised West Coast hip hop didn't make an appearance, but I guess, you know, the way they're dividing up this hip hop is sort of seems a bit arbitrary. But I mean, my top genres, cool. You know, a lot of rap with some metal and hyperpop thrown in there as well. I'll take it. So I listened to 742 different artists, but things got pretty serious with this one. And I wonder who it's gonna be. So my top artist, of course, was Kanye West. I was in the top 1% of his listeners this year. I don't know if that's a flex at all, but you know, I'll take it. I think Kanye West was a very easy bet for him being my top played artist this year. I mean, he was at least gonna land in my top 5, but with Donda coming out this year, I think that definitely cinched him the spot. I spent a total of 2,289 minutes with Kanye West, and I just couldn't get enough of Off the Grid. That's freaking true, dude. Off the Grid, that song is a absolute banger.
We off the grid, that's for my kid, for when my kids have kids.
But just in general, Kanye West's music, I mean, I think I'll be listening to him forever. I mean, politics aside, I mean, he's just such an interesting character, and he's got such a good ear for production, and you know, just his personality just comes through in so much of his music. It's irresistible in my opinion. In fact, I found a lot to love this year. So let's see what my top artists were for the year. So number 1, of course, we found out Kanye West, my boy. Number 2, MF Doom, amazing choice in my opinion. Really complimenting myself on my own taste. Okay, anyways, number 3, Death Grips. Number 4, Playboi Carti. And number 5, 100 Gex. Now, how do I feel about my top artist lists? You know, I think it was pretty good. I think I wasn't really expecting this lineup, and not necessarily in this order, but I'm pretty surprised, you know? I think number 1 being Kanye West, again, that was a no-brainer for me this year. But number 2 being MF Doom, ever since we all found out that he died last year, I think that we've all probably been going through, you know, his songs a lot more, his discography. I personally have been just going through like any old MF Doom song I can find and just replaying all of the verses because his rhymes were so dense, man. One of his songs I could listen to about 100 times, and I probably still wouldn't find every little, you know, detail in one of his verses. And so it's very easy for him to be on this list. It's very, very believable that he's here, and I expect that he's gonna be on my Wrapped for the years to come as well. Number 3, though, Death Grips. I don't think they've been in my top artists in the past, but this year, you know, something really clicked with me in Death Grips. You know, I don't exactly know what it was, but there are certainly a couple weeks where all I was listening to was Death Grips. I don't know. Death Grips was just starting to sound more and more awesome to my ear as the year went along. So my favorite album from them has got to be either Bottomless Pit or No Love Deep Web, man. Those albums for me this year, I've been rocking them non-stop. One, though, that was a big surprise for me was Playboi Carti, man. I was not expecting him to be here, but, you know, when he dropped Whole Lotta Red Christmas of last year, you know, I listened to it. I didn't think it was anything special at the time. I was like, you know, this is a good Carti record, but I don't think this is gonna be an important record to me in the grand scheme of things. I was freaking wrong, though. As the year went on, man, I started playing that shit more and more. Songs like Stop Breathing, New Tank, Sky, those songs, I just started playing them more and more. And now I just know all the words, and when I'm at work, you know, I've got a fat stack of dishes, or I've got a lot of cleaning ahead of me, just throwing in AirPod and, you know. So, that's what I'm talking about. Number 5 being 100 Gex. That is one that is not surprising to me. I was lucky enough to see them live this year in concert. That was freaking awesome.
What the fuck? What's that smell? Turn down the fucking smell. God damn, I don't wanna smell it anymore. should that smell?
And I think the reason that they're not higher on this list is because they didn't drop an album or anything this year, so I've sort of been on a bit of a detox on their music, even though I saw them live. But they got that new single out, and I'm really excited for their new record. You know, if even half of the new songs I heard at their live show appear on this record, I think it's going to be their best yet. And so I'm really looking forward to 100 gecs, and if that album does come out, nothing is stopping them from the #1 spot on Buddy's top played artists. Looking at my Wrapped overall, what do I think? I think the first thing to note here is there's some obvious Melon influence on this Wrapped. I mean, with the MF Doom and the Death Grips, I think, especially right next to each other, I think my Fantano influence is coming off a little bit, and I think that if someone were to say that about my list, I think that'd be a fair criticism, because Fantano is certainly someone who, he's been around probably longer than I've even been on the internet, and, you know, his reviews have definitely turned me on to some music that I really love, but, I mean, I don't agree with the guy on everything. But looking at the top songs, now the elephant in the room here that I haven't addressed still, that I'm dreading, is #1, Sugar Crash. Now, I don't know how old that song is. I think it came out in 2020. So I think I'm a bit late to the Sugar Crash train this year. But I think my friend, he sent me a dumb meme with it in it. And I was like, I kind of like the sound of that song. You know, went to the comments, found the title, and added it to my playlist. But ever since then, it's got a nice melody, you know. It's really catchy. Like, the first time you hear it, it's almost immediately stuck in your head. The I'm on a sugar crash, I'm on a looking cash. You know, that just immediately just sucks right into your brain. It's a little worm, and it attaches right to your brain. And then I think another thing that helped it at least get so far up in my list is that it's only 1.5 minutes. So, like, it takes a lot longer for me to get sick of shorter songs, because there's a lot less meat on that song's bones, you know. You know, I'm more likely to replay it multiple times just sitting down and listening to it, because, you know, it's like you don't get the full taste of it when it's only 1.5 minutes, you know. Even though I'm kind of embarrassed by it, I do think it's kind of cringe to have Sugar Crash be my top played song. I mean, at the end of the day, I think there's worse things, and I think the rest of my top played songs are pretty good, you know. I have Your Favorite Sidekick. That song is another hyperpop banger, so, I mean, 2 hyperpop bangers are my top played songs, but I'm fine with that, you know. I think hyperpop bangers are what I needed this year, but besides that, I mean, Rap Snitch Knishes, that's probably the catchiest song of all time.
Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here.
I mean, even though it's not my top played song, I think, you know, it's going to be one of those songs that will show up on my top songs for years to come, because I'm going to keep playing that song, whereas Sugar Crash, I'm probably going to ease off of it in the coming year. But New Tank, that song is a freaking banger. That song just lets my demons loose, and so I think that song also has a little bit more staying power than something like Sugar Crash. And then Toothless, that was actually my top played song of last year. Now it's in my #5. So I think that that song has proved it has more staying power as well. So I'm excited to see, you know, where these artists and where these songs land in my Wrapped in the future. If they do, I'm excited for the new 100 gecs record. I'm excited to keep on listening and discovering new things about, you know, the discography of MF Doom. I'm excited to see if Kanye West keeps on changing Donda. I'm excited to listen to more music, discover more things about the world, you know, see more art, do more thing, the entire thing. So this was a short little video. I hope you liked it. And again, send me your Spotify Wraps if you want to get roasted and like this video. Or dislike it, but no one's going to see it, so who cares?